All right, got another pet battle video for you today. Finishing off our Collector Dyna battles. Today we're going to take on Collector Dyna with a flying team of pets. Again, went through the flying team looking for something that did extra damage to elementals because Collector Dyna's team is all elementals. Didn't find too much in my collection. Also keep in mind that elementals are resistant to negative things that happen during weather. So one thought was to change the weather, blind the other team, and then hit them. But that wasn't going to work because elementals aren't affected by the negative weather conditions. So instead I went with the northern hawk owl, the shadow barb hatchling, and the rock martin. My thought was to use the cyclone and the void cyclone to damage the backline pets, as usually the first pet, Ridge, doesn't hit that hard, and that will damage the tiny cragling, so when the cragling comes in, it will go down faster. All right, here's what it looks like if you want to use similar pets or similar talents. Starting off with the northern hawk owl, and I'm going to cast my cyclone and let that go to work over the next few rounds. And then I just spam Savage Talon every round. And Cyclone's not doing too great of work. But again, Savage Talon, letting it do its work. I thought about doing the predatory strike because getting down below 25% would mean that Ridge is about 400, and double damage doesn't really do anything for me down that low. So I'll just go ahead and do that once. I've got one more cyclone left. And since my cyclone's up and I still want to get it to hit the back line, I'm going to hit my cyclone again, which may not do anything against Ridge, but hopefully keeps getting me some points against the tiny cragling, and we're doing okay there. So this should finish off Ridge. And that'll then bring in Stratus, the next one. Same thing, just going to go with Savage Talon again, trying to do some damage. And again, below 25% health on Stratus is going to be around between 300 and 400 anyway, so might as well do my predatory strike now and not wait for the 25% mark because it's not going to be there anyway. So down goes the northern hawk, bring in the shadow barb hatchling, and I'm going to run the void cyclone, and there'll be double cyclones circling for a minute. Hopefully somebody does some damage. No, neither one did damage that time. Since I'm going to go first, I'm going to use my paralyzing venom, and that'll interrupt their turn, and then I'll be able to do the Shadow Talon to finish them off. So bringing in the cragling at a good time. I've got the rest of my hatchling and my rock martin to go. I've got one thing circling. So let's do the Shadow Talon again. And that finished him off. Didn't even need to bring in the rock martin. I'm going to do it again one more time. The rotation of the elemental pets is always something different, so just want to make sure we can do it on a different set of rotation. So Okay, back for our second fight against the Collector Dyna Master Pet. Battler achievement is what we're aiming for. Again, we're going to go first. We're going to do our Cyclone. Last time the Cyclones did pretty good work on the Cragling. I think got them to about half health before they even came in. We'd love to keep that up. Again, I'm going to use the Predatory Strike now. No reason not to, since getting it down below 25%, double damage isn't really needed. My Cyclone has now missed twice at the Cragling, which is not what we want to see, but we'll see what happens. No, keep missing. And again, just savage taloning the rest of the way. Try to get the ridge down as much as we can. All right, 24 hit points left. Down goes Ridge. What's making me nervous is the Cragling isn't taking any damage from the Cyclones. That was one of the purposes of it. But we'll see what happens. You can tell the different rotations, the different crits means it's a different fight. So here's the Shadow Barb Hatchling, and again we're going to do our Void Cyclone. See if we can get some damage on the back row. Which we're not going to do. So Shadow Talon once, and that knocks out Stratus. I'm going to go first. I'm going to use my Paralyzing Venom this time and hopefully interrupt his turn. And now go for the Shadow Talon. Finishing off the Shadow Barb Hatchling, so we'll have to bring in the Rock Martin this time. And I'm going to use the Blinding Poison. It's not a weather one, it's just a straight poison, so my Nocturnal Strike will actually hit. And then I can do a peck to finish him off. And that's it. 2 different fights with the family, the flying family. The Northern Owl, the Shadow Barb Hatchling, because of their Cyclones to try to get to the back line, and the Rock Martin to blind them, and then to give a big hit to get through the tiny Cragling pretty quickly. Hope that was helpful. Let me know any other pets or strategies that you use to get this one done. Thanks, good luck, and have fun.